Most people live their entire lives without ever realizing this one brutal truth. Their life is not controlled by luck, destiny, or other people. Their life is controlled by their subconscious mind. The thoughts they repeat when no one is watching, the beliefs they accepted as children, the inner voice that speaks when they fail, when they wake up tired, when they doubt themselves. This invisible force decides how much money they earn, how confident they feel, how disciplined they become, and how powerful they show up in the world. And here is the uncomfortable part. If you do not consciously reprogram your subconscious mind, it will continue running old programs that keep you weak, distracted, and average. Stoic philosophers understood this thousands of years ago. They did not call it manifestation like modern gurus do, but they understood something deeper and more dangerous. They knew that what you repeatedly think becomes your character, and your character becomes your destiny. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Epictetus taught that men are disturbed not by events, but by the beliefs they hold about those events. Stoicism was never about motivation. It was about mental domination, about training the inner world so the outer world obeys. In this video, you will learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind using Stoic principles that most people never talk about. These are not surface-level ideas. These are hidden Stoic mental laws that shape identity, discipline, confidence, and results. If you listen carefully and apply what you hear, your thoughts will change. When your thoughts change, your behavior changes. When your behavior changes, your life has no choice but to change. Stay until the end, because the final lesson is what separates men who wish from men who manifest. 1. Your subconscious obeys repetition, not logic. The subconscious mind does not care about motivation speeches, logic, or inspiration. It only obeys repetition and emotional intensity. Stoics understood this deeply. That is why they practice daily reflection, morning intention setting, and nightly self-review. Marcus Aurelius wrote the same ideas to himself again and again, not because he forgot, but because repetition carves belief into the mind. Every thought you repeat becomes a command to your subconscious. If you repeat weakness, fear becomes automatic. If you repeat discipline, strength becomes natural. Most men say they want success, but their daily thoughts are filled with excuses, comparison, and self-pity. The subconscious listens to what you repeat, not what you want. If every morning you wake up thinking, "I am tired," "life is unfair," or "I am behind," your subconscious accepts that as truth and creates behavior to match it. Stoicism teaches you to choose your inner dialogue with precision. You must speak to your mind like a commander, not like a victim. To reprogram your subconscious, you must repeat Stoic truths daily, especially when you do not feel like it. Say them internally, write them, think them during pain. The mind believes what it hears consistently. This is not magic. This is mental conditioning. Just like the body adapts to repeated stress, the mind adapts to repeated thoughts. Discipline your thoughts, and manifestation becomes a side effect, not a wish. 2. Identity creates reality. Stoicism does not teach you to chase outcomes. It teaches you to become the kind of person who naturally produces outcomes. This is where modern manifestation fails. People visualize money, cars, and success, but they never change their identity. The Stoics knew that identity always wins. You do not rise to what you want. You fall to who you are. Your subconscious mind is programmed by identity statements you accepted over time. I am lazy. I am unlucky. I am not confident. Once these statements are accepted, the mind protects them. It filters reality to prove them true. This is why two people can face the same situation and get completely different results. One believes he is capable, so he finds a way. The other believes he is weak, so he finds an excuse. Stoicism teaches identity through action. You do not say, "I am disciplined," and wait. You act disciplined even when it hurts. Each disciplined action sends a message to the subconscious. This is who I am now. Over time, the identity shifts. When identity shifts, behavior becomes effortless. When behavior becomes effortless, results multiply. If you want to reprogram your subconscious, stop asking what you want and start asking who you must become. Think like a disciplined man. Act like a disciplined man. Endure like a disciplined man. The subconscious will follow your actions faster than your words. 3. Control your perception. Control your life. Epictetus said that we are not disturbed by things but by the meaning we give them. This is one of the most powerful subconscious programming tools ever discovered. Your subconscious mind reacts not to events, but to interpretation. Two men can lose everything. One becomes bitter and broken. The other becomes focused and unstoppable. The difference is perception. Stoicism trains you to reframe reality instantly. Pain is not punishment, it is training. Failure is not rejection, it is feedback. Difficulty is not a sign to quit, it is a signal that growth is happening. When you consistently interpret hardship as fuel, your subconscious stops associating pain with fear. It associates pain with progress. This is crucial for manifestation. If your subconscious associates effort with suffering, it will resist action. But if it associates effort with pride, strength, and identity, it will push you forward automatically. Stoics did not avoid hardship. They welcomed it as a sharpening stone for the mind. Every time something goes wrong, ask yourself, how would a Stoic interpret this? Do this repeatedly and your subconscious rewires itself. You become calm under pressure, focused under stress, dangerous in adversity. 4. Emotional detachment creates power. Most people are controlled by emotions they do not understand. Fear decides their actions. Anger controls their reactions. Desire weakens their discipline. Stoicism teaches emotional mastery, not suppression. When you detach emotionally, you regain control of your subconscious. Your subconscious learns from emotional reactions. If you panic when things go wrong, it learns fear. If you stay calm, it learns confidence. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that external events cannot harm the soul unless the mind allows it. This mindset trains the subconscious to remain stable. Detachment does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop being controlled. When emotions lose control over you, your focus sharpens. Your decisions improve. Your energy becomes stable. This stability is magnetic. People trust calm men. Opportunities follow men who are not reactive. To reprogram your subconscious, practice pausing before reacting. Breathe, observe. Choose your response consciously. Over time, calm becomes your default state. When calm becomes your default, manifestation becomes strategic, not emotional. 5. Discipline is the programming language of the subconscious. Your subconscious mind does not change because of motivation. Motivation is emotional, temporary, and unreliable. The Stoics never trusted motivation. They trusted discipline. Discipline is action repeated without negotiation. When you do the hard thing, even when you feel weak, tired, or bored, you are sending a powerful signal to your subconscious mind. You are saying, I am in control, not my emotions. Over time, this message becomes your identity. Every undisciplined action tells your subconscious that comfort is more important than growth. Every disciplined action tells it that growth is non-negotiable. This is why most people fail to manifest anything meaningful. They visualize success but live undisciplined lives. Their subconscious sees the truth. It sees inconsistency. It sees excuses. And it responds by keeping them exactly where they are. Stoicism teaches that freedom comes from self-control. When you control your sleep, your body, your food, your habits, and your reactions, your subconscious begins to trust you. Once trust is built, confidence becomes natural. You no longer need external validation. You no longer need motivation. You act because that is who you are. If you want to reprogram your subconscious mind, you must prove your seriousness through discipline. Wake up when you say you will. Train even when you do not feel like it. Finish what you start. Keep promises to yourself. Each discipline act is a line of code written into your subconscious. Over time, The old weak programs are deleted and a new identity is installed. A disciplined man does not chase manifestation. Manifestation follows him. 6. Visualization without attachment makes you unstoppable. Most people visualize incorrectly. They imagine success and become emotionally attached to the outcome. This attachment creates fear, fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of not getting what they imagined. The Stoics took a completely different approach. They visualized success, but they also visualized loss, hardship, rejection, and struggle. Not to become negative, but to become fearless. Your subconscious mind is deeply influenced by fear. If it fears pain, rejection, or failure, it will sabotage action to protect you. Stoic visualization removes this fear by training the mind to accept any outcome. When you accept that loss is survivable, fear loses its power. When fear disappears, action becomes clean and decisive. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. He reminded himself that everything he had could be taken away. This did not weaken him. It freed him. When you are not afraid to lose, you act boldly. When you act boldly, opportunities appear. When opportunities appear, manifestation becomes real. To reprogram your subconscious, visualize yourself calm, disciplined, and focused in difficult situations. Imagine obstacles and yourself responding with control and strength. Do not imagine perfection. Imagine resilience. The subconscious does not need fantasy. It needs preparedness. When your mind is prepared, reality feels familiar instead of overwhelming. This is Stoic manifestation. You work hard, you visualize wisely, and you remain detached from outcomes. You control effort, not results. Ironically, this is what brings results faster than obsession ever could. 7. Nightly self-audit rewires your mind faster than any technique. At the end of every day, most people distract themselves. They scroll, they numb, they avoid thinking. Stoics did the opposite. They reflected. Seneca wrote that each night he examined his soul. What did I do right today? Where did I fail? What must I improve tomorrow? This simple habit is one of the most powerful subconscious reprogramming tools ever created. Your subconscious learns through awareness. If you never reflect, you repeat the same mistakes unconsciously. If you reflect daily, patterns become visible. Weakness is exposed. Strength is reinforced. The mind begins to correct itself automatically. When you review your day honestly, without self-hate and without excuses, your subconscious stays alert. It understands that growth is required. It understands that comfort is temporary, but progress is permanent. Over time, your standards rise. You stop tolerating laziness. You stop accepting weakness. This nightly self-audit also builds self-respect. You become accountable to yourself. When a man respects himself, his subconscious aligns with his goals. When alignment happens, action becomes consistent. When action becomes consistent, manifestation becomes inevitable. If you do only one thing from this entire video, do this. Every night, ask yourself, did I act like the man I want to become? If not, why? And what will I do tomorrow to correct it? Ask this every night, and within months, you will not recognize the old version of yourself. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is not a one-time event. It is a daily practice. Stoicism does not promise an easy life. It promises a strong mind. When your mind is strong, life becomes manageable. When your mind is disciplined, success becomes inevitable. Remember this: the world does not give power to men who wish. It gives power to men who train their minds relentlessly. Become that man. Control your thoughts, control your reactions, control your habits, and your reality will follow. If this message resonated with you, stay disciplined, stay silent, stay dangerous. This is Stoicism philosophy wisdom.